of consciousness. Two possible symptoms of epilepsy. 18,000 people in Utah have the disorder. In our continued partnership with Intermountain Medical Center, we take a closer look at epilepsy, what it is, and how it can be treated at Intermountain Medical Center's Epilepsy Clinic. 30 years ago, Rebecca Farnsworth ran the St. George Marathon. The next day, she had her very first seizure.
The bitter taste and kind of a panicked feeling, and then I zone out for 2 or 3 minutes. I have no idea what happened. Some people tell me I talk real fast. I've had other people tell me that I say numbers real fast.
After being diagnosed with epilepsy, she started taking medicine to control it, but not before it stripped her of freedoms and pleasures in life.
I wouldn't dare get in the car with my kids and drive them anywhere. You know, I mean, if I have epilepsy and I could have a seizure anytime.
Intermountain Medical Center neurologist and epileptologist Dr. Jeffrey Bigelow says seizures don't have to be someone passing out and shaking and convulsing.
Sometimes a seizure just could be staring off and not responding. And there's even some people who might just have their right hand start shaking, and that's the only thing happening. They can be awake and aware, but that can actually sometimes be a seizure too.
For most patients, Dr. Bigelow says medicine works, but after 30 years, Farnsworth became allergic to hers, and she started having daily seizures, sometimes 2 and 3 a day. The next option, brain surgery.
So there's a lot of people out there where seizure surgery would really benefit them, but they've never been offered it, they've never heard of it, or a lot of times they might be too nervous to pursue it.
With such a high percentage rate that they told me that they could probably be cured, I thought, I've got to try it.
Take a look at this. It shows the brain activity before, during, and after a seizure. These brain waves look pretty normal.
Here we are about 2 minutes before seizure, and over here I see a sharp wave over her right temporal lobe.
And then suddenly, they dramatically change.
During this, she is having some of the clinical signs of a seizure.
All happening on the right temporal lobe, and then, just as quickly as it began,
It builds, and then this page right here, it suddenly stops.
So Dr. Bigelow removed this portion of her brain. You can see the darker circles, the abnormality. And now for Farnsworth.
So far, I have not had a seizure since surgery.
So she went back to her normal life, a driver's license, outdoor activities, the freedom she lost now under her control. Dr. Bigelow says most patients, medicine will stop the symptoms and limit the seizures for them, but others could benefit from brain surgery. Now, to find out more about the Epilepsy Clinic at Intermountain Medical Center, go to goodforutah.com.